Okay, one large issue I have with that negative side, they're trying to promote, having these zoos open, but they can't even differentiate between a horn and a tusk. So this kind of shows that maybe these so-called zoos are trying to keep open our educational after all. So they also claim that keeping these animals in conservation or keeping them from all these other diseases. But they're not considering the fact about the diseases that these visitors could catch when these animals are inside these cages. According to the Born Free Foundation, we used to be Zeus Check, which is actually one of the first animal rights activists. They claim that in a survey of 1410 human diseases, 61% were found to be potentially zoonotic origin, which means that it would actually come from zoos. Approximately 75% of burgeoning or emergent human diseases are also zoonotic, and people who have contact with animals are likely to be aware of the potential Trojan horse of infection each fish, amphibian, reptile, bird, or mammal may present, and which lead to around 140 common animal-related human diseases, and a quantified number of casualties. So first, before they start even considering removing the diseases from the animals, they should actually try to keep the visitors safe, because they're the ones actually paying to come into the zoos, and that money is actually the ones that are helping these animals, keep them alive. So first, we should keep the welfare of the visitor before we put the animals first, because they're the ones who are actually funding the animals. So don't be biting the hand that's feeding you. They also want to say that they could prevent extinction, and that a lot of these animals are endangered, and we have to keep them alive, and these zoos are helping them maintain a healthy lifestyle. But Roger Panama from the Animal Rights, stated that all the zoos in the world cannot keep a large enough number of animals with sufficient genetic variation to save endangered species from going extinct. The only way to save species is to preserve the wild with their natural habitat. Because during the breeding programs these zoos you bring up, to conserve the animals, there's not enough, the genetic pool where, they collect the genes is not large enough. Sometimes they could actually get some genetic diseases that are going to be passed on through other generations because the genetic pool isn't large enough, and sometimes it leads to certain deformations, or those families that are kind of inbred, and then later in the generations, some of the children start coming out with various issues, and the same thing could happen to these animals. They keep them captive in such a small genetic pool. There's also the fact that not all the animals they have in the zoos are actually endangered in the first place. So why even have them open if most of the animals they're having there are actually just for mostly entertainment purposes? According to PETA Kids, in fact, most animals in the zoos are endangered, and those who are likely will never be released into natural habitats. Like the golden amphibian frog that was facing the fungus, these can be reintroduced back into the wild. So most of these endangered animals are not even going to be, usually the hope for these animals are to reintroduce them, but keeping such a small amount of them, how are they even going to keep on surviving if they're getting stuck with the same genetic pool over and over again? They'll just be dying off in the zoos and never be reintroduced ever again. And also they've stated that there's better education in the zoos, but according to Roger Panama, once again, he says that wildlife television program study can show normal behavior of animals in their natural surroundings. And many people today go on a safari or walking holidays in wild animal habitat to experience nature in the flesh. We don't need to confine animals in zoos to learn about them or be entertained by them. So even televisions, are more educational because they actually have the natural behavior of the animal, like zoos would have the abnormal behavior. And promoting our natural reserves as part of our policy, we were to see how these animals actually act, unlike the ones in the zoos, because those are being a bad example to kids, and they'll be thinking that all animals are just vicious and not kind-hearted like the ones that are roaming around in the wild and protecting your young. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Go play with Ling Ling in the wild. Watch how that work out. Panda gonna eat you.
What, how many minutes?
We have 3.5 minutes of prep time. Excuse me.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you tired all semester.
Because he waits.
I wait.
Till the end of
I
the
get
semester.
wait.
Get tired.
Yeah, he pushes it all
Grading all the
back.
papers,
There you
pushing
go.
all
Catching
the...
up on everything. Yeah. There you go. Listened to 4 debates last night till 8 o'clock, and
Oh.
got up this morning and listened to 10
Are you
speeches
over
just
it?
now.
You're just over
Yeah,
it.
be overhearing people argue.
I'm I'm ready for a break.
In nice terms.
I feel like you shouldn't charge me all these extra seconds, just like walking home.
Okay, I'll give them back to you.
All right, thanks.
You're only at a minute 05.